I want to show you some really good snow shovels that can help prevent back pain. This one is a nice snow plow. That's what it's called, the snow plow. And it can move a fair amount of snow, but you do need to be careful when the snow is wet because it's extremely more heavy than regular snow. I didn't know that I was hurting my wrist using this shovel, and I even went to a hand surgeon, and he suggested I needed an extensive surgery where you actually remove the bone and fill it, the joint space, with tendon, the bone space. And he said that the degeneration was moderate and he could make a case for the surgery. Well, then I looked at the x-ray, which I had taken somewhere else, and I read the report, and it said mild degeneration. So I was puzzled, and then we got to snow, and then I used this snow shovel. I'm like, oh my God, that's it. You know, I'm really straining it. I'm really straining those ligaments and tendons. So I added this ergonomic handle, and you can flip it 90 degrees if you want, or it can be straight up, but you can see that I'm able to use both arms when I do this, and it does not hurt my wrist anymore. I'll give you the name of this handle. I found these online. I suppose hardware stores might have them. It's called Back EZ. E as in Edward, Z as in zebra, Back EZ. And so it's just really well made, really nice and thick plastic, probably 3/16 of an inch. So it should last forever, but of course I wouldn't keep it out in the sun. So the next shovel is a nice ergonomic handle. And so it's very easy for you to use two-handed technique, okay? And it's small enough. I don't know how wide it is because it's dirty, so I can't read it. Maybe that's 20 inches wide, I'm not sure. But you can't put a lot of snow on it, so you're not going to be lifting too much snow and hopefully not stressing your back or your wrist, etc. So that's a good one that I use on the stairs. And then this is a wonderful pusher. Now, again, with wet snow, you would want to be very careful using this because you can get quite a mass of snow in it. But what I like about it is that very reason. If it's not wet snow, I will push it until it's full, and then I get to the edge of the driveway, and then I just lift it up and push it and dump the snow off. So anyway, I've been interested in back pain since I hurt my back, somewhere around age 13 or so. And then a terrible motorcycle wreck. And I've written a book and 3 book chapters and a couple of online courses. I developed a method of evaluating and treating the pelvis called the Hesch method. That name is spelled H-E. S like Susanna, C as in cat, H as in Henry. In 1981, I read that the sacroiliac joint is a shock absorber. So I thought, well, why not load a bony structure or joint or soft tissue to an end stop, just like I would push down on the fender on my truck, and then I thrust it, but I don't let go of it, so I allow myself to perceive the bounce back. And that's a very important aspect of joint function, particularly in people who are hypermobile, because the bounce back will be delayed, okay? Anyway, I've posted a lot on those tests. Initially called them spring tests. I now call them load, spring, recoil. Different from traditional orthopedic manual therapy tests where they take up the slack, spring it, and then assign a grade to that without perceiving the bounce back. Anyway, I treat people from around the world. They fly to Aurora, Colorado, close to Denver, to see me. I do treat the whole body. One of my book chapters is on the upper cervical joint, the atlantoaxial joint. Above that's the OA joint. So I invite you to explore my website, which is heschinstitute.com. Again, the spelling of that name is H-E-S like Susanna, C as in cat, H as in Henry. Thanks very much. I hope you have safe shoveling, and when in doubt, pay a strong teenager to do it for you.